Hey everybody, I just wanted to give this video out today about how we can help others through helping ourselves and how that affects the big picture. Now, there's a lot of information going around on options on how you can be able to help others or serve others, and that's amazing. It's important that you ask if that calls to you at this time. For many it does, and for some, it's more important that they do the self-healing work first and do the work in here before they can reach out and help the mass community, right? So it's important not to judge yourself or compare yourself to what others are doing at this time, as everybody is called to act in different ways. And some people are called to act in a healing form of the self. It's time that they take a look at the mirror and see those things about themselves that want to be healed or want to be loved or want to be integrated and understood. So when it comes to helping others, I find that the biggest way we can help others is by truly standing in our own power, standing in our own light, and helping ourselves first. Because if this is the link and it is not strong, how is it going to support all the others that they are trying to support? It will fall apart. The foundation will be shaky. So when it comes to world change, when it comes to a true shift in a positive direction, it is important that it starts with the individual. For we are having an individual experience in this earth timeline so that we can reintegrate back into that collective energy. Now, it never left. We are all in a collective consciousness of energy. However, we have been split off to experience individual viewpoints of the same experience. So while you're having the same experience, your individual viewpoint, your input, your creation is of utmost importance. It is to be individual because it is part of the whole. So if that individual self isn't healed or loved or feel like it's truly in its power, how is it supposed to contribute to the bigger picture at hand? Now, yes, we are all in this experience of the earth together at this time, and we have all chosen to be here at this very particular time. And what a beautiful experience that is, isn't it? That we all chose to be here in a massive shift in the entire world, and it affects the entire universal expansion. So, we want to help our families. We can't go see them. We want to help our friends. We can't go see them. We're finding new and innovative ways to connect through Zoom and through other means of live telecasts and streams and all these different ways that we can be able to connect deeper, right? In ways that we weren't connecting in the first place. In ways that are actually deeper and that are solidifying our relationships and healing them on multidimensional levels. So, do not think that you are not doing enough. Don't think that you have to do more. It is important that you are met with the opportunity at the time, and it is up to you whether or not you choose to take the opportunity. Either way is okay. But choose what you feel called to do. Choose what you are driven in the direction of. If you want to help heal the family and the friends, well, it starts with you. Let's ask ourselves, how can I step deeper into love of my own life, my own experience, more self-love? In what ways do I find that I need healing at this time? Now, when I say this, it's important that you don't go looking for problems. It is never a wise choice to go digging up problems that aren't active in your life at the moment. There's plenty else going on that you don't need to dig into that. But when you are met with an opportunity and something says, hey, it's time for us to look at each other and it's time for us to get it together, integrate it, and use it, that's your moment to be able to move through that portal. Okay? So don't go looking for problems, but see what you're being met with in the present moment and then assess it. In what ways do you find you need to heal? And I ask you those questions so that you can ask yourself those questions. I recommend getting a journal and being able to write these things out and see what comes to mind. Because your energetic field is so expansive that it affects all those in your circles. It affects your family and your friends. It affects all the people that might be watching you on social media. And your thought form is an energy. And just today I was thinking about somebody, and then they messaged me shortly after in a synchronistic way talking about the computer, and I was literally at the Mac store. And we were on the same wavelength right at the same time. So our thoughts transmit light information. So if our thoughts can transmit light information, if we're focusing on being the happiest that we can be and working on to heal ourselves, when we just think of somebody or anybody that's connected to our energetic field, our life, they are going to benefit from our joy and our happiness. So all I have to do is be happy. All I have to do is find joy. All I have to do is find the thing that lights me up. What is that? The thing I like to create. Everybody's creation is different. What is yours? It's the thing I want to create. If I'm happy, then my family will raise their own vibration because they sense me. If I'm happy and I even talk to them, they can receive the frequency of love and happiness and joy because I'm sharing my creation with them. And in turn, they become happy. And then in turn, everyone involved in their circles and their extensions will benefit too because they've become happy. So everyone's vibration will raise based off of you finding the happiness and the joy within your own life. Where does that come from? It comes from the place that you create from. What do you want to create? You notice when you make that thing that you like doing, whether it's art or drawings or music or poems or architecture, whatever it is that you are called to create. Don't you love that moment when you share it with somebody and they're like, oh my God, this is so cool and this is so amazing. It's because you transmitting that energy of love through you and light through you affects them when they see it because the transmission that came through was so filled with your love that it translated into a physical reality from a thought form into a physical reality and became this beautiful creation which you created. And those people benefit from it. So sharing, creating, all of these tools will help you raise your own frequency and heal those aspects of yourself, right? Bringing love and light through you to heal you, to give you love. It will always benefit all others. It will benefit a stranger of you walking down the street, even with a mask on. If you're filled with joy and you have a mask covering your face, do you see how that can still affect somebody? They don't need to see your mouth or your facial structure. All they needed to see was your eyes smile and transmit energy. And that's all it takes. So today I ask you, in what ways can you create in your life? And how can you start with you? How can it start with you to bring change to the biosphere? How can it start with you to make change to your friends and your family to affect your community, to affect your cities and your states, to affect the world, and to affect the entire expansion of the universe? Because that's how powerful one individual is. Please comment, please share with me. I would love to hear this. This is Derek Jameson, and I truly appreciate your attention today.